In this example, we're asked to find the domain and range of this function, uh, f of x equals 1 over x minus 8. Now notice this is a rational function, and in terms of rational functions, the only restrictions that you have is that you cannot have a 0 in the denominator because that would make it undefined. So other than that, you could plug in any number into the domain. And for the domain, what they're asking you for, what are all the allowable uh, values of x that you can input into this function? And so simply put, you can input any value except a value that would make the bottom equal to 0. So the best way to find out what that number is to take the bottom and to set it equal to 0. So if we take x minus 8 and set it equal to 0 and solve for x, x equals 8. So that means that 8 is the only number that I'm not allowed to plug into this function because it would make the bottom undefined. So to write that in interval notation form, it would be a set of all your numbers excluding 8. So notice that we use from negative infinity to positive infinity, but where we stopped at 8, and notice we use a parenthesis to close that because that means that it does not include 8. It's every number except 8. And to write that in set builder form, we would write it as x is such that x, this value that you're putting in, cannot be 8.